Well, welcome to week 5 of educating Elvis. I am out at the park doing what has probably been one of the first actual training sessions that I've done with him this week. This week's been school holidays, so that means that son's been at home. My husband, who works offshore, is also home, so we've just been a lot busier. He's done more like walking this week. Yes, I know everything's always a training session. Everything you do is training your dog. I know this. But like this is real life. It's not always easy. Sometimes there's a million and one things going on, and so he's done less what I would call concentrated training efforts for me this week. We've just been out as a family and we've just been enjoying him as a puppy, and I'm not bothered about that. But you know, I'm just aware that I've got to keep on top of these training things with him. So I've brought him this morning just on my own to the park. I'm just going to show you, let's let him off his lead here, to show you some of the progress that we've been making in terms of his watch command. Okay, so I'm walking away from him. Elvis, watch! Good boy! He's a good boy! He gets a good boy when he comes. Carry on walking away from him a different direction, and actually he's just kind of naturally following me now that we've been doing this quite a lot. As and when he does get distracted like that. Oh no, he's coming. So you can see it's working, and then I just change direction. He follows me. Good boy! He gets lots of good boys when he comes. Good boy! So what I'm actually trying to do is actively wait for him to get a distraction so that I can throw in a reverse recall. He's stuck to me like glue. Good boy. You are. There he is. Good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. Yes. So we'll stop. Hello. Good boy. Alright. So that's how we go at a few sits. Got his squeaky toy, one of his favourite things. Oh, that's it. Sit. He's doing it himself. Good boy. Oh, too far. Elvis, sit. Sit. Good boy. That's it. So I'm about a metre away. Oh, Elvis. Sit. About a metre. Going back to him. Good boy, squeaky toy. Sit. Gets quite easily distracted out here. He does this really well in the garden now. Right, so I'm going to walk away from him. Natural scent distraction. And then when I shout watch, I'm going to throw in a reverse recall. I'm going to walk away in a different direction. Watch! Here! Good boy! Yes, he is. He's a good boy. I'm sorry, that's possibly not the best filming, but that's basically what a training session looks like for him at the minute. It's just 5 minutes of that, like rinse and repeat. So I'm just zigzagging around. I'm shouting watch, which when we've been out on just our normal, like I'm going to call them walks, just with the family, has worked really well. Like he's coming away from the majority of the dogs. There aren't many dogs here yet because it's quite early in the morning. So I can't show you that, but he is coming away from the majority of other dogs with that watch command. I do have to go and fetch him sometimes. And that sit stay, I'm like somewhere out here, I'm comfortably getting about a metre away from him. In the garden I can get about 2 metres, particularly if I've got something really high value to him, which is a brush. Loves brushes. So and he's desperate to play tug. He's absolutely desperate to play tug, which I know I've been told by Alan multiple times not to play tug with him because you don't want to get into a fight with your dog, but he is desperate to play tug, and I know it would be a massively high motivator for him. And there is, you know, like whole schools of thought on training and using tug as a training aid. So it's something I want to delve into a little bit further personally, just to see whether it is something that could work for him. You know, he's a terrier and that's what he wants to do. But I need to weigh up the pluses and minuses of doing that, and what that, you know, how that sort of getting into a battle with him, essentially, which is what you're doing with Tuggy, what other issues that can lead to. Yeah, and that's it. That's really what this week's been about. The biggest challenges have been just having Rowan, I think, at home full time for the week. He has a real tendency to repeat commands, so he's desperate to train the dog. He's desperate, like he wants to be training the dog, and he wants to be doing that, and he has a definite tendency to constantly say here, which is what we're using as Elvis's recall command. So he'll be like, Elvis, here, 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 and he'll keep saying it, and Elvis is distracted, or he's playing with a toy or whatever, and he's just not listening. And and it's hard to say to a 5-year-old, stop it, you're detraining the dog, because you feel as a parent, I'm constantly saying, Rowan, stop it. And so we're definitely going to start introducing the whistle command and try and get him onto a whistle as soon as possible, because then the whistle is a physical thing. I have to have it, or whoever's doing the training has to physically have it. They're the one that's doing the training. It's like a physical thing to have in your hand, and it doesn't matter how many times Rowan shouts here, 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 if we get him trained on a whistle rather than on that voice command. So I'm not having to constantly have a go at Rowan, which is not nice for Rowan to say to him, stop it. You're detraining the dog. He doesn't get it. He's 5. But that is what he's doing. So yeah, that is it. That, like, I feel like I'm not doing a massive amount I'm not showing you all a massive amount this week, but I just turn you around. There we go. So here he is. We'll see if we can get a recall out of him. Elvis! Here! Oh, there's a good boy. He's a squeaky toy. No, you're not going to get it. He's a squeaky toy. Not that bothered. Pretty game. He's a good lad. Okay, so I've clearly been stood chatting to the camera too much because he's now getting bored, so I'm going to see if I can show you some quartering again. Hopefully he'll come into shot. There he is. Oh, he's just following me. There he is. Watch! He's basically directly behind me. Turning. Watch! Yeah, he stood directly by my side. I can't get him in the shot. Watch! Get him to stay behind me. Good boy! And watch! Hopefully you can see the effect that doing this has had, and it seems dull. I'm doing it like every other day, just coming to a big field like this, turning a corner, shouting watch, and to be honest, doesn't really leave my side much now. He's just kind of glued there because he's like, where are you going to go next? Watch! So I can't get him in the shot because he's literally right next to me. Yeah. Sorry. He's a good boy. He's a good boy as he is. So he knows this field quite well now in terms of these watch commands, which is why he's not really leaving my side, because he knows what's going on. He knows I'm just going to walk around in circles and shout watch and get him to come back to me. So I think he's just like, well, I'll just stay next to him. So I'll take him a little bit further out. There he is, a bit distracted. Try it, watch. Elvis, watch! Here he comes. Good boy! Yes, you are, you're a good boy. See, so that's it. Whenever he stops and gets distracted and I get too far away from him, or distance I'm too far away from him, I just think that's it. He needs to be checking in, he needs to be looking. Shout watch, change direction, move away from where the line that I was on, and then he comes. So far, it's going quite well. So, we'll see if I can find a distraction with some people over here. See if I can get him to come away, walk towards these people. Most people are pretty happy to see a puppy first thing in the morning. Where is he? He's there. Yeah. You want to say hello? Hi. There he has gone over to these people. See if it works. Elvis, watch! 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 Good boy! a good boy. Here, you are a good boy, yes you are. Here you go. Where's the squeaky toy? Go on in. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You're a good boy. So there we go. Watch in action. Works. Relatively low distraction. Two nice ladies, but let's see if we can find a dog. While we're here, a mobile phone doesn't really give you the full wow factor, I don't think, but just look at it. It's so beautiful. Beautiful Scottish borders. Elvis, eh? Lovely autumn colours. Photography. Okay, so he's got himself a little bit of a scent distraction over there, so I'm quite happy to go this way. So I'll just watch. Good boy. He's a good boy. Okay, so there is another dog up here. I'm not going to film it initially. I'll film it if I can, but I just want to. It's a bigger dog, so I just want to double check that it's safe and everything. Like I'm going to say, just double check with the owner that the dog's friendly before I let Elvis in, because obviously I don't have control over Elvis to the extent, I can't stop him if he goes for it. So I'll just do all that before I film it. Okay, so you can see the dog in the distance there. As soon as I started to walk towards her, she collected that dog up and put it on a lead, which says to me, no. So I didn't let him go over. But he did see the other dog, and I did shout watch, and he did follow me. So all good in that respect. So I guess that's just brought something to my mind a little bit, and that is that I'm coming here early-ish in the morning for two reasons. One, because I've got a 5-year-old that gets up at 6:30. One, because I've got a puppy I need to get up to before 6:30. So I'm up, I'm ready, and I'm ready to go and do something. Two, because there aren't as many dogs and there aren't as many people around. And while I want him to get socialised and all that sort of stuff, I also don't want mega amounts of distractions, like middle of the day dog in every direction distractions, because he just wouldn't cope and it would all go to pot. But coming, like at this time of the day, I am also encountering people who are here with their dogs because it's quiet, because their dogs aren't sociable dogs, or they're not trained dogs, so they are here also trying to avoid other dogs. Good boy. So that's also a bit of a shame. And that where is he? Elvis, watch! There he is. Good boy. He's a good boy. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame in a way. So maybe I have to come a little bit more during the day. So there he is, a bit distracted, and I've been walking in like this direction that's facing in front of me. I'm just going to completely switch direction while he's not watching. Watch! Watch! Now throw a recall. Here! Here! Good boy! Good boy, yes you are! There's the opportunity to reverse train your recall. Okay, so that's part of he's coming. I was literally about to say he's distracted again, so I've changed direction. I was about to shout watch, but he's come. He's a good boy. Yes he is, he's a good boy. Change a bit of direction. Watch. Good boy. He's a good boy. I'm not bothered if he doesn't come to me directly, because it's not recall. It's just, I'm going this way. Come on. Here, here, here. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so just up to our path. I've just collected him up and popped his lead on him. Get him in the shot. There he is down there. Say hi, buddy. Hello. You handsome boy. Yes, he is. Hello. Just because I don't want him to get into the thoughts that just because I put his lead on him, it's the end of the walk, because I could definitely see that was something that was coming. I was doing it like just out of habit, like just putting the lead on the last like 30 seconds, last minute of a walk, and then putting him in the van. So he's obviously going to start associating having that lead on with the end of fun. So I'm just trying to just halfway through just pop his lead on just for a minute or two, take it off again, pop it on again, take it off again, you know, so on and so on really. He's currently attacking his lead. Elvis, give up, will you? So there we are, that's sort of what a typical 15 to 20 minute session looks like for him at the minute. I do 5 or 10 minutes of the quarter in and just moving around doing the watch, but he's getting so good at it, he just doesn't leave my side. He's just like, oh no, this game on, and he just walks up and down like directly behind me. Whenever he gives me the opportunity, I try and get away from him to do like a reverse recall. Something he's doing at the moment with the recall, or the start of the recall, is that instead of running to me, he just runs directly past me. So he comes at like 100 miles an hour, like, yeah, and you think, oh, here he comes, yes, and then he just like literally runs like half a metre to the side and runs past me. So why he's doing that, I don't know, but at least he's coming. And yeah, what else is there to talk about this week? The toilet training again has been a bit up and down. Like, I thought I had it, honestly. I had 3 days where I had no accidents, it was all going really well. I was like, yeah, we've cracked it. And then this week, back to peeing inside again. I think the weather's been a factor, because it's been pretty wet outside. He does not like the rain, he doesn't like being outside in the cold. He'd much rather be on his bed in front of the fire. And I think given that, he's like, well, no, I could go outside for a pee, or I could just be here where it's warm. So I definitely think that's a factor. So yeah, we'll just keep on top of that and try not to get too wound up about it, because, you know, he's 3.5 months old or 4 months old or whatever he is, so it might not, you know, it could take a lot longer. And that's it. Other than that, yeah, still loving him, still, you know, super happy to have him around. And I think so far stuff's going pretty well. For a puppy his age to come away from, you know, other people like that, like I showed you, is really good. He's not coming away from other dogs, that's too much, but we'll definitely get there. Okay, see you next week.